Welcome to today's vlog where I will seek to answer the question whether it is worth your time to make a day trip to Yokohama's Chinatown. Yokohama is a port city located south of Tokyo, and it happens to be Japan's second largest city, and we got here via train ride, about 30 minutes or so. Getting to Chinatown from the train station involved cutting through a whole bunch of office blocks, and along the way we stopped for lunch at this sushi place. As I'm editing this vlog, I'm starting to reflect on the fact that we don't get any kind of seasonal food in Singapore apart from perhaps durians. And I'm not sure what kind of scientific breakthroughs the durian farmers have up in Malaysia, but the durian seasons seem to be lasting longer and longer each time. As you can see, thus far there is very clear signage from the train station pointing you in the right direction towards Chinatown. You know you are in the right place when you start to see more tourists, and you start to smell the amazing food, and you start to see lots and lots of Chinese architecture that features imperial red and green. I'm not sure if you have noticed from my vlogs thus far, but I'm by no means a food vlogger, so I'm sorry to disappoint you, but we won't be sampling a whole bunch of food. One thing that becomes apparent the more you walk down the streets is that it's actually a mishmash of different kinds of Chinese cuisine, including Taiwanese street food. If you're wondering if this is a touristy place, check out the Chinese costume and the panda merchandise. Eventually, my family decided to try this tang bao, which is essentially a giant xiaolong bao that has soup inside, and you can see that it's drenched in this starchy sauce. Unfortunately, none of us managed to use a straw as it was intended. Interestingly, there are fortune teller shops all over the place, but probably the most common shop and signage you'll see is that there are plenty of places advertising that they are xiaolong bao specialists. And ironically, this Mala Tang franchise feels the most Chinese to me. As someone of Chinese descent, the whole place feels like it's catered for tourists, and it's just a whole bunch of shops selling things that tourists would assume are Chinese in nature. I probably set my own expectations too high, assuming that this would be some kind of a Chinese enclave that was unique from the rest of Japan, but honestly it's just a very commercialized place. At least from the streets that we walked, it did not feel like there were people living and doing daily life here. Eventually our feet got sore and we decided that we had seen enough to make sense of this place, so we came to this presumably Taiwanese place to have dessert. So in conclusion, is it worth it making a day trip to Yokohama's Chinatown? I would say it depends. At least for me, being Chinese myself, it did not live up to my expectations, and also to be fair, we probably did not search for any famous restaurants that we wanted to visit over there. Your mileage will vary. As I was preparing for this trip, my friend, who also is of Chinese descent, actually told me that he could have easily spent more than half a day in Yokohama's Chinatown. It probably has something to do with my wife and I and our preferred traveling style, where we just like to visit a place without doing too much research and just soak in the vibes. Alright, that's it. I'll see you in the next vlog when I find time to clear my editing backlog.